Morning. It's looking pretty good. It's I'm still kind of wet, I think, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. I switched from drinking the Celsiuses to just black coffee, and I've always drank black coffee, but it's funny because the lady at the gas station always roasts me about it. As far as I can tell, it's gonna sit in the car like this. So right side up like that. So then the control arm fits in here, and the tie rod I think goes in the back side there. So I'm going to follow these instructions, but first we're going to try to get the control arm in. I think what I'm going to do is get some of the polyurethane grease and like grease both sides really well and then put it in. Should we have new bushings? Should we just... These seem fine though, so let's just run with what we have. Poly grease stuff that came with the kit we bought from Prime MR2, but because these already have them, they feel a bit hard, but honestly, I feel like they're fine. There's no reason to press these out and replace them and you waste our new ones, right? Like, sure, the fronts are new and these are kind of older, but we'll use those on a different MR2 in the future. We're starting to get to a point where we should be able to drive the AW11 soon, and after that, we'll be able to convert it over to using the Speeduino. And yeah, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I really want to do a road trip. That was so much easier like this. Now is it going to be harder to get on though, right? Okay, so I think this is the bolt we were looking for, and it's gonna go. Okay, that means this one is here. Okay, so they want us to measure out the distance of the tie rod so we can make it kind of line up. What I'm kind of confused about is these have bushings and this doesn't, and I don't have bushings for this, so is it going to be okay? Can I just put that in there like that? It doesn't say. Tighten jam nuts on tie rod ends. Ensure these are very tight. Need to be out quite a bit more. So I believe it should go like this. And they said 1 jam nut on either side. Like that. It's gotta be on each side. 1 jam nut on each side. Oh, I think they're talking about something else, actually. Okay, so you can see that, right? You do need both of these spacer thingies. Okay, after that, we are definitely taking this one off and doing the same thing. What we'll need to do is but put in the trailing rod first. Then, like how we have on this side, we put the knuckle we put the control arm onto the knuckle first with the trailing rod in there. I think trailing rod into, and then we put the top bracket in. So we'll have the, whatever the one rod is called, and the control arm. Then we slide that control arm into the trailing rod. Then we go into the knuckle from the control arm. All right. So this is the trailing arm for that side. So I'm gonna get it greasy. All right, well, that one's going here, and it's pretty gnarly in here, so I guess we should probably clean it before we even try to grease it. Look how much dirt is built up in here. Good. I think that we're gonna get the grease in there and then shove in the trailing rod. Definitely takes some wiggling, but what I found worked best is putting the bolt on the end and then kind of pushing it up and then down until I could see it through this side. And this thing's cool too because it naturally catches against the wall, and as it tightens, then this hits that, so you don't need like an extra backing to hold the nut. We do not really have time. I really want to put this in, but not gonna be able to. So we're probably just gonna do this tomorrow. Speed boy. I guess we're gonna go for it. See if we spill any of it. I could do this lasted like another 2 feet. I've been practicing my psychic abilities. Nothing yet, but one day, you'll see. Thanks for hanging out with me. Today we made some progress on our lower control arms. I feel like tomorrow we should be able to get everything together. So stay tuned for that. I'm probably gonna play some Tokyo Extreme Racer. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow.